And marker. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a special obscure reference stream. Today we are discussing the Game Awards. I don't know if you noticed this. It's Game Awards season, baby. Nominations have dropped today, so we thought we'd make a competition out of it and pick our favorite choices for each category.
We're doing a draft. We're gonna spin the wheel. We'll decide the order of who's first, second, third, fourth. Next round, second will be first, and we're just gonna rotate through, so everybody gets a turn to be first some amount of times. That seems fair. And then we're gonna, everybody who wins a category gets a point come award season. We'll see who gets the most, who was able to call the most.
We've added the bot as our fourth member to he'll go in the same order. Basically, there'll be a random choice for him, and we'll see if randomness can beat our ability to guess what the proper
am
winners is
almost
gonna be.
certain it can beat my ability to do anything. So, first up, I just kind of, yep.
All right.
Austin gets the first pick. John with round 2. Let's go. I'm in. Okay, bot goes last.
This first category is Best Esports Event, recognizing an event across single or multiple days that delivered a best-of-class experience for participants and the broadcast audience. We have the Valorant Champions 2023. We have the International Dota 2 Championships 2023. We have EVO 2023. Blast.tv Paris Major 2023 and 2023 League of Legends World Championship.
Obviously, haven't seen all of these. I saw none of them. I'm gonna go with the newest and hottest game of this year, and I'm going with Valorant.
You're going with Valorant?
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Austin on Team Valorant. And 2020, League of Legends is pretty big. I think I'm gonna go with the League. Like, look at me. That's a very inquisitive face I'm making there. I'm like, yeah, like this one's the one I'm picking.
Yeah.
I'll make you a little bit bigger, Austin matchmaker. Patrick, what do you got?
Well, my first pick was going to be League of Legends, and unfortunately, Valorant was my second pick.
But
that's what you get for going third.
I'm going to have to go with, of what's left here, I know Dota isn't as big as, League or Valorant. I have no idea what the fuck Blast TV is. I think EVO this year was a big deal, especially because it was the first year that Street Fighter 6 was playable at the tournament. So that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with EVO 2023.
So, and the bot is going to choose. Oh, he's made it all the way to number 2, which is the International Dota. He's done it.
Okay.
Ladies and gents.
That's a sleeper pick at 4. That's great value for the old bot.
Great value for body. Body crazy curvy wavy big D's little waist body yada yada yada.
Do we have that recorded somewhere?
But
moving on to category 2. Best esports coach, and I get the first pick. Oh, you guys are jealous now.
Before we get into the nominees, I think it's good that we read the flavor text under the category titles. So for this, it would be the esports coach judged to be the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2023.
I'm going with my boy Remy XTQZZZ. This man doesn't even have time for hair. He doesn't have time to lose. Yeah.
So I want to pick Jordan Gumba Graham just because he has Gunba in his name, but Overwatch League is canceled, so I'm not going to pick him. I am going to go with Christine Potter Cheat just because she seems like a baller, and I think we could.
She seems like a baller. She does she's got that trophy right there. She's already got the trophy. Yeah, why didn't I pick Christine Potter? Gosh darn it.
Yeah, I believe is a Korean League of Legends team.
Yeah.
And he's going.
Survey says
he's picking 2, and he's going with Gunba.
Wowie.
Beep, boop, boop.
My choice definitely would have been Potter because Evil Genius's Valorant is basically the only thing worthwhile that they've done in recent times. Zonic, in maybe a couple years ago when they were still with Astralis, he'd be good. Gumba, I can't go with him. Overwatch League's dead. So
I mean, he's also chosen.
Yes.
True.
No, I know.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. I understand, but I'm just saying, like, if I had my own, if I was first pick, what I would do. Both of the CS guys, neither of them won the major, so that's why I would have gone with Potter. However, I'm gonna go with my Korean brethren, coach of JD Gaming, because League of Legends is the best esport. No, I'm just kidding. But JD Gaming is actually a pretty strong League of Legends teams, and Zonic and Team Falcons just didn't do well enough to get my vote.
Ooh, next up we got the best esports
It's-
team. Recognizing a specific esports team, not the full organization, judged the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2023. Patrick, set us up.
Fnatic
Okay.
right on here, huh?
Ooh.
Interesting.
Yeah, we got Team Vitality from Counter-Strike. We got JD Gaming from League of Legends. We have Gaimin Gladiators from Dota 2. We have Fnatic from Valorant and Evil Geniuses from also Valorant. I gotta be consistent, I think. I gotta go Evil Geniuses.
Evil
I gotta go
Geniuses?
Yeah, I gotta go Evil Geniuses.
Okay, we're going Evil Geniuses over here.
I don't know anything about any of these teams.
And my boy, the bot, is going with Fnatic.
Ooh.
Okay.
Dude, this
Spicy.
guy's
I'm pretty
full
sure
of those
they-
I don't
sleeper
know
picks.
I don't know about that pick. I don't know.
Okay,
That's
Austin,
really
it is
reaching
on
up
to
there.
you. Show me your surprising amount of knowledge about this category.
I thought it was you, because you were first.
You were first.
Oh no, I was first.
Yeah.
Rip. Okay. I'm so glad I remember the order.
We'll get there.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna stick with my boy and League of Legends and go with JD Gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, phew. I was worried you were going to take my pick. Oh, man, that's fine. JD Gaming, they're not going to win it. They can't win it because it's already going to be won by Team Vitality. They literally have Vitality in their name. Like, Vitality, you win. Vitality is just automatic win. Everybody knows that. Okay, who we got up next?
Best esports athlete.
Oh, man. We're starting on the winning categories, ain't we?
Yes.
Patrick, you're up. No, you just went
No.
up. It's the bot.
I did just went up.
Okay.
This category is for the esports athlete judged to be the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2023, irrespective of game. And we have Lee Faker Sung Hyuk,
Performance.
Matthew Zaiwu Herbo. We have Max Demon One Mazanov, and that's League of Legends, CS:GO, and Valorant, respectively. We also have Paco Hydro. I'm not gonna be able to pronounce that. Rusviz from Call of Duty. We have Park Ruler Jae Hyuk from League of Legends, and Philip Imperial Hall Dosen from Apex Legends.
And Robot
Alright.
is picking Ziwu. Mathieu
Ooh.
Herbeau.
Okay, all right.
Going with
Now-
the French op. All right.
Dude,
the French.
he's a robot. He loves the French. That's like their whole thing.
Je
Gotcha.
m'appelle Robot.
Yep, that's good. Good job, Patrick.
All right.
I'm next. Okay. Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
I don't think it's going to be Faker. I
don't think it's gonna
although
be
he is one of
Faker.
the best esports players of all
Ooh.
time. This is not one of his best years. He's still really good, obviously,
Okay.
but I think longevity hurts him in this case.
Yes.
Imperial Hal, he's in too small of a esport to win. I'm tempted to go Valorant here with Demon One just because it's the hopping game at the moment. However, I'm gonna show the love to my Call of Duty squad
Oh.
and go with
Oh.
Hydra.
Oh! Okay,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, very valid points there. I'm gonna jump off what you said. You said, Demon One. I like my boy Damani over here. His game Valorant, I'm sure, is popular, and other people have heard of it. Definitely.
Right.
I look at him again, holding the trophy, guaranteed best player
Over his shoulder.
over his shoulder. He's like, bro, I'm throwing this over my shoulder. I've already got so many trophies. I don't have room for this one at home. He's the best.
Yeah.
Damani, my boy. That's my pick. So, Patrick, you're up. Where's
Sweet.
number 4's going?
So, all right. I'm kind of of a similar mind as Austin here. Faker, he's had the limelight for too long. He's old. He's decrepit. He's fake.
He's fake.
It's the new generation's time. I'm going with Park Ruler Jae Hyuk from League of Legends.
Hey-oh. Okay. Next category. We gotta plow on through these. Best esports game. Okay, here we go.
And a game that has delivered the best overall esports experience to players, inclusive of tournaments, community support, and content updates, irrespective of genre or platform.
And we are back to Austin being first.
This feels obvious to me.
Yeah.
Counter-Strike
Of
2.
all of the ones so far, no. Counter-Strike 2's release
No.
has been an absolute nightmare. I think it's hilarious that PUBG Mobile is on here. I
Specifically
highly doubt that's
mobile, I
going to
didn't
win.
notice that.
And
Yep.
Dota 2 and LoL have been around for too long. I don't think like they've been having good years, but not good enough to overcome the newcomer who's burst onto the scene, and that's Valorant.
Mm.
Seriously, that was like the one
Okay.
thing I knew guaranteed is I could pick Valorant and win this. Freaking Austin gets to go first. Unfortunate. You know what? Okay. I'm not gonna win this. I recognize my chances of winning are slim to none. I'm going wild card. I'm going PUBG Mobile. Like
Let's go!
it's the
All right.
sleeper pick of the
I
century.
respect it.
Dude, I can't
Here's the
wait for
thing.
that to like meme win.
All right. So, all right. Of the options that are left to me, I think Valorant and League were my top two choices. I think Dota 2 is a little too dated at this point, and while it still has a player base, it's not nearly as popular as even Counter Strike or probably PUBG Mobile at this point. Um, that being said, Counter Strike 2, they had that weird Michael Jackson glitch that was plaguing the game a couple weeks ago. Like I don't think it's been popping off as much as Valve would like it to. So I'm gonna have to go with League of Legends. I really think, despite Valorant being in this category, that League of Legends still has a solid chance to win this.
Okay, so we got two choices for the bot. Let me just set that up real nice and quickly. Okay, and we're going live with the wheel. And the bot's going to choose. My boy's going Counter Strike.
Solid pick.
That'd probably be last on my list. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Big.
Content. Hey, wait, why aren't we on here?
That's so weird.
That's a glitch.
I
Gotta
think
be a
that
glitch.
yeah, that must be
I'm
a
going
mistake.
sleeper pick us. So this is for a streamer or a content creator who has made an important and positive impact on the community in 2023. Let's see.
Great start for you.
My boy Spheric. This is Mr. Spleen over here. Quackity, I can pronounce that one. People Make Games, that's a factual choice. And Iron Mouse, who's a little anime girl. I have never heard of any of these people. But also an Iron Mouse, like Togedemaru.
Togedemaru, yeah.
I'll go Togedemaru. I'm Team Togedemaru, all in. Patrick, show me what you got.
Okay, so of the choices, I've only heard of Quackity, People Make Games, and Well, I guess I've heard of Cypher PK as well. Haven't heard of
Spheric.
Spreen. Don't know who the fuck Spreen is. That's not an insult to him. I just haven't heard of him. But you took Iron Mouse. She probably wasn't my first pick anyway. She makes good content, I'm sure. But I think where my sensibilities lie, I think I tend to lean towards People Make Games, but I also know Quackity is immensely popular, so I might have to go with People Make Games.
That's factual. That's a choice. Like, people do make games. Okay, of the three remaining choices, my boy the robot is going with. I think that's Quackity. No, that's Spreen. Oh, robot with the bold moves.
Oh, big moves, robot.
Okay, sorry. Austin, you're up. You got Quackity and my boy Spheric.
So it feels like this is crazy value at number 4 on this list.
Yeah.
Especially with OG Fortnite existing right now.
Oh shit. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with my boy Cypher PK and the Fortnite Nation,
Okay.
and I think that's crazy value at number 4 right now.
Okay.
Okay, John.
Yeah.
Before we go forward,
Yes, sir.
be careful with how fastly you're moving the people around because you're gonna make people like a little bit sick watching it moving it that quickly.
People normally get sick watching us, so what's new?
What's new?
Okay, I'll not give them motion sickness.
Appreciate
Cowards. Most anticipated game. Recognizing an unannounced game that has demonstrably illustrated potential to push gaming's medium forward. Patrick is up, I believe.
Patrick's first. So of these options laid before me here,
Is this slow enough for you, Austin?
I feel like I
I-
know what he's going with.
there are two clear picks here.
He's going
I
to draw
agree.
it out.
I'm torn because both are set up to be really good games. I'm
What are
gonna
those
have
games?
to. I'm not gonna tell you.
He's
I
gonna draw
agree.
it out.
Well,
I'm not gonna tell you. I'll tell you right
you
now.
have the first pick. It doesn't matter.
I'm telling you right now. It's not Tekken 8. It's
Oh
not like
my
a Dragon
God.
Infinite Wealth.
Just please go any slower. He's
I
gonna draw
agree.
it out.
And it's not Star Wars Outlaws. It's between Hades 2 and Final Fantasy 7
Oh,
Rebirth. I'm
wow.
gonna go with Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth.
Damn it! I was
I
gonna
saw
take
that
that
one.
just so you couldn't.
I find that game.
Next up, our boy the bot
Agreed.
spinning in.
Oh my god, the bot takes Hades 2. I'm gonna lose it.
Bot takes Hades too.
Let's
Yes!
go, bot.
Dude, the
Finally,
bot's
That's a strong pick for Hades too.
Really
bot knows
strong
what
pick.
he's doing. AI has become too advanced.
All right.
Okay, Austin,
Ag-
see what you can pull
unlike
out.
Patrick, I'll give some context here because I don't know what that was.
He's gonna
I
draw
agree.
it out.
But
What do you mean?
I know that he said Final Fantasy VII and Hades 2. I agree. Those are two very high picks here.
Oh,
I want to say that, Star Wars Outlaws is the next one on this list. Hard to go with the Ubisoft game, just because, when you're talking about pushing the gaming medium forward, I'm not sure that Ubisoft is really on that level right now.
no.
However, with it being the Star Wars property, I'm going to have to go with Star Wars Outlaws here and just take the name.
Okay, safe
That was my
bet.
third pick.
I mean, honestly, out of what you got left. But where I come from, I don't need
Where do you
safety.
come
I like to live on the edge.
we know this.
Kind of like a dragon, in a sense.
Oh, okay.
But he's
I
gonna draw
agree.
it out. But
Oh,
you got to give it up for Tekken 8. Like they made 7 of these for a reason.
Ooh.
Okay, people
Yeah.
like sequels. They got games. They got games.
They do
Like-
got games.
all of these games are going to be good. But
This one is recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment media.
Now, the best part about this category is Robot gets to go first.
I know.
Oh no! On the one that it feels like there's a clear number one here. And
Oh, I don't
Mario
know if there's a
movie.
clear number
I
one.
do. I
There's-
think there is.
There's a clear number. There's clear 2, I think.
He's going with 3.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Okay, so bot for number 3.
Oh god damn it.
He gets the Last
The
of
Last
Us.
of
wow.
Us.
Okay.
Woo!
God damn
Go
it. Okay.
Bot. Okay,
Wow.
so I think bot
So
gets
that's-
a point.
That's rough.
I think that was the clear number one.
Yeah,
That was going to be my first
that's
pick.
100%. Yeah.
However, I think
However.
Patrick's right. He was saying, I'm pretty sure what he was saying is Super Mario Bros. movie
No,
was
god
number
damn it,
2
I
on
was
that
going to go with
list.
Super Mario.
And those feel like the clear 1 and 2, depending on how you want to put it there. So I obviously got to take
You
that
do.
one in this spot here.
Yep.
Fuck. Okay, well that puts me up, and I'll be honest, I didn't see Twisted Metal. I saw the the preview or the trailer. That looked pretty crap. And Gran Turismo, you can tell it succeeded because people are still talking about it. People like Castlevania. Castlevania is pretty popular. I feel like Last of Us clear winner, Mario clear second. But if there was an underdog story here, I feel like it's coming from Castlevania.
The best part about that is it sets up Patrick in an interesting scenario where he was the one of the three of us on both Twisted Metal and Gran Turismo. So you put him in a fun spot as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, Patrick, go ahead, pick up your scraps.
So when I said there were a clear 2 that were winners, it was actually Gran Turismo and Twisted Metal. You fucking
Oh
idiots.
my.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Plot
You got
twist.
played. I really heard only people talking about Gran Turismo the weekend it came out. But I do know that not authentically. It did adapt a story of a guy who played Gran Turismo, so I got to give it props for that. But I do think I got to give my love to Samoa Joe and Anthony Mackie. I'm going Twisted Metal.
Going
Just
Twisted
go to
Metal.
Horrendous. Not good actor. Next up, we've got Best
Yeah,
Multiplayer.
Austin, it
For
is you.
outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre or platform.
This
This is an interesting one. I want to say there's a clear favorite here, so I'm glad that I get the first pick.
Yep.
Is it really? Okay, yeah. Go for
I
it.
think so. Here's the thing. obviously Diablo 4 is not going to be on here. It had an absolutely horrendous launch for that game and died very quickly. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, I hear good things about. However, very recent, not a lot of buzz, like longevity of buzz for that one. Party Animals, I've seen some good stuff. I think that's a contender for the top here in my book. And Street Fighter 6, I don't know a whole lot about, but I think that the choice has to be Baldur's Gate 3 here.
God, I was really hoping
it's
you were
been
going
an
Party Animals.
absolute. It's been an absolute banger on the social medias. Everyone's talking about it. This has got to be the pick, I think.
Yeah.
I really thought you were going Party Animals for a second. I was like, do I get Baldur's Gate? No, I do not get Baldur's Gate. Okay, so disappointed in my lack of Baldur's Gate going on right now. Like Austin said, Diablo 4 would have been on this list for me if it didn't fail a lot. Mario, I don't contest that Mario's a bad game, but I've never heard anyone say like, wow, I love the new multiplayer in Mario. Like, you play Mario alone, you can play it with friends, but I've never heard anyone brag about the multiplayer in Mario. Street Fighter 6, you're right. I've heard nothing about. There is no hype to this game that I'm aware of, but I know people talk about Party Animals. I'm going to go there. I feel like that's the safest second choice I've got. Hey, Rack?
Okay, who's next? Is it me?
It's you.
So yeah, Baldur's Gate probably would have been my first pick. It's definitely not going to be Diablo 4 at this point. But I will say, I will give mad shout out to Street Fighter 6. When that dropped, it was it was pretty hot for at least a month or two. And I think even after the new Mortal Kombat came out, very hot. And I think even after Mortal Kombat, the new Mortal Kombat came out, I think Street Fighter 6 is still the clear front runner for the best fighting game this year, I think, which we'll come back to at some point, I'm sure. That being said, I've heard a lot of positive things about Mario Wonder, so I'm going to go with Super Mario Bros. Wonder for this one.
All right. Okay, so the bot definitely going to pick the underdog here. It's between
Definitely feels like it's
Diablo 4 and Street Fighter.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This one definitely goes off a cliff once you get to the end.
And we're going Street Fighter. Not even the bot wants to touch Diablo 4.
That's probably a smart decision out of the bot.
Knows what he's doing.
God knows what's up.
Indeed.
Okay. So yeah, another successful category.
Oh no! I wish I had number one for this one, dude. Come on.
Do I get number one on an obvious one? Woohoo!
Well,
It's not obvious, but I just want the meme pick so hard.
Oh,
right.
Well, if it helps you at all, I don't know what the meme pick is, so there's at least one chance more, kind of. Okay, so what do we have here? We have best sports / racing. Not game, just in general. For the best traditional and non-traditional sports and racing game. Okay, what are our options? We got EA Sports FC 24. That's not the year it is. That's immediately off my list. You got F123. That year's almost over. I feel like you guys are old news.
Yeah.
Forza Motorsport. Don't know how I'm feeling about that. Okay, got Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharged. I'm now realizing that's the meme pick. And then the Crew Motorfest. I'm so sorry, Austin. I'm so sorry, but I picked every meme I could up until this point. I can't let Hot Wheels go on top.
I respect it. No, I respect it.
Let me tell you, if you went first, I'd be so happy for you, but I'm not. Okay, Patrick, what are you working with here?
All right, so I know nothing about F123. I do know a little bit about the other ones, though. EA Sports FC 24 is EA's new venture into FIFA now that they've parted ways with the FIFA brand, and I think that's a solid contender. We also have F123. Don't know what the fuck that is. I think, and then we have Forza Motorsport, which is the latest Forza game from Turn 10 Studios, and then we have the Crew Motorfest, which is like Forza Horizon, but with the crew and from Ubisoft. So my pick here, I think I'm going to go with Forza Motorsport. I think that's for me, at least the clear front runner, but I
would agree
towards Xbox out of these options, I think. So yeah, locking it in.
In terms of racing, at least, I think it's probably number one pick.
I think so. This for last year against Gran Turismo, that might be a closer race. Unintended.
Okay, and the robot going with a solid Ba 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 ba. EA Sports FC 24.
Damn.
I was gonna say that's actually probably the smart pick here.
That feels like incredible value at 3.
It really
is.
does.
If
Austin.
that one fell to me, I was definitely taking.
Yeah, no, I was like,
FC24.
man, hindsight. If I didn't go for the meme,
Given that how much money is put into like the Ultimate Team and EA games, that's got to be the front runner. Between F123 and the Crew Motorfest, well, I'm gonna go. Much like the F1 year being absolutely ruled by just Max Verstappen. Clearly, it's not a good year for F1 unless you're specifically a fan of him. So I'm gonna have to go with the Crew Motorfest in this one.
I have no valid opinions on anything. I'm a trash
Ooh,
person
okay.
who believes in darkness.
Okay, so this category is Best Sim/Strategy. This is for the best game focused on real-time or turn-based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. Who's up first?
Patrick.
Patrick is.
It's Patrick.
It's
shit.
Patrick.
Okay. All right, so running down this list real quick, we got Advanced Wars 1+2, which was stuck in purgatory because the Ukrainian-Russian war came out and started happening before that game had a chance to release, so they had to delay that indefinitely multiple times. But that is just a reboot of Advanced Wars for the Game Boy, so I don't think I'm going with that. We got Cities Skylines. That is a hot drop. That came out literally like 3 or 4 weeks ago, I think. So I don't know if there's enough attention behind that. Company of Heroes 3, I don't know what that is. So for me, the top 2 picks are pretty clearly Fire Emblem Engage and Pikmin 4. Fire Emblem Engage, some of the best tactical gameplay in the Fire Emblem series, at least as of recently.
He's going to draw it out.
Definitely much more engaging gameplay than Three Houses. But I also know that a lot of people love Pikmin 4. So I think I am going with the more popular pick. I know Fire Emblem has its fans, a lot of fans, but I think I am going to go with Pikmin 4 on this one.
All right, picking Pikmin. And the bot's going. I hope it's not the one I want, and then Austin also doesn't pick the one I want. It's going with Fire Emblem. He took Patrick's advice. He was like, that sounds like a gamble worth taking.
That's a good pick. Good
Yeah,
job.
good,
Okay,
good
here's the
pick,
thing.
Bob. Okay.
Here's the thing.
That saves me from an issue
Okay.
because I was definitely gonna have to choose Fire Emblem Engage as the just like smart bet. However, my heart wanted me to go with another one. And so, because it took that off the board, I get to go with my heart. And I'm going to go with Cities Skylines 2.
Damn it!
Even though it had a tough launch, I'm going to take the name in this scenario, and I'm going to go with my heart.
Fuck, I wanted
Solid.
City Skylines too.
Solid pick.
God,
Solid.
okay, so I've got the Game Boy reboot or something I've never heard of. Fantastic. Okay, and I'm behind the robot. Gosh darn, life's going hard for old John. Eeny, meeny, miny, Game Boy. Yep, that's all I got. I got trash on
Love
this
it.
one. How many?
Best family. Oh, okay.
And Robot is up first.
So this category is for best family, for the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform.
Okay, Robot, what you got?
You got Disney, Illusion Island, Party Animals, Pikmin 4, Sonic Superstars, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
Oh, he's going Disney Illusion Island.
Ooh.
Bold
Solid
choice,
pick.
Robot.
Solid pick.
See if that pays
It feels
out
like there's a
for him.
lot of names on the board here.
There are a lot of names on the
lot of
board at
big
the
names.
moment. Austin, why don't you name a name?
Okay, so in my mind, I want to go Party Animals. However, after I heard Patrick and the way that he, read out that appropriate for family play, I'm not saying that Party Animals is not appropriate for families. However, in terms of the ones on the board, it's probably last on the list in that case, which means that for me, I'm between Pikmin 4 and Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Do I go with the classic? Or do I go, not that Pikmin's not a classic, but, Mario goes so far back. I think I'm going to have to go with the popularity of Pikmin 4 here.
Oh,
Ooh, everybody's got those bold choices.
I like it.
Now, I'm actually super satisfied you picked Pikmin 4 because I've got my eye on Mario. Like, you're a parent, you played Mario as a kid. You got kids who want to play video games for
Very
family
true.
game night. Mario is just such a default choice. Don't get me wrong, Pikmin's good and popular and justly liked, but man, I feel like Mario's just got popularity on his side. Like, you're going to pick out a game for the kid, you see Pikmin, maybe you're a diehard fan, maybe you've never heard of it. Everybody's heard of Mario.
Agreed.
Okay, Patrick, round us out here.
All right. So yeah, my top picks probably would have been Mario and Disney Illusion Island. Both seem really safe picks that for a parent to just pop it into their Switch, get some controllers, play with the whole family. That being said, there's another game on here that has co-op, and it's called Sonic Superstars. It's not Party Animals. It's not going to ever be Party Animals for best family game. This category is historically Nintendo. So if I had, if I had my wish, I'd get Super Mario Bros. Wonder. But you know what? Life doesn't work out that way sometimes. You know what? And that's fine. You got to roll with the punches. I'm taking Sonic.
What? Okay. I really thought you meant Party Animals there for a second. You surprised me. I had you dancing
never
over Party
Party
Animals that whole time.
Party Animals is dead last for me in this category. I'm with Austin on
Really?
that.
Really?
I think it's a hard sell as the family part of that.
Yeah.
Looking on
yeah.
to next category, best fighting game.
Oh,
best
here we go.
for the best.
Oh,
God
interesting.
damn it! I'm having a stroke. Somebody else read it.
For the best game designed primarily around head-to-head combat, we have God of Rock, Mortal Kombat 1, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, Pocket Bravery, and Street Fighter 6. Well,
Okay,
who's going
Austin,
first?
tee us up.
This is a bad one for me to go first on. This is the one
is
that
it?
really should be Patrick first.
Wait,
I
really?
feel like
Okay.
I know the answer.
I don't.
Here's the thing. I feel like the answer is obviously between Mortal Kombat 1 and Street Fighter 6. Those are the names here. And just I in my brain I also kind of want the meme pick of Nickelodeon just for the fun of it. However, being that I'm in the number 1 slot, I can't go with the meme pick here. So I think I'm going to have to go with Mortal Kombat 1.
Yeah.
I saw a lot more coverage for Mortal Kombat 1 than I did Street Fighter.
Okay, Austin, not gonna lie, I was right behind you. I was like, Mortal Kombat 1, maybe he takes Street Fighter, maybe he goes for the meme pick. I want Mortal Kombat 1. You were right, though. You're in the first spot. You can't just pass up the freebie. But since you took that, I'm going to bet it's not Street Fighter. It is Mortal Kombat 1, and I'm going with the meme pick. I got Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Like, I've already lost this category. It's memes.
It's getting good reviews, so that's not a bad pick.
Please tell me it's just like surprise pick. Patrick, what you got?
All right.
Oh, he's going to draw it out.
So the obvious answer is Street Fighter 6.
Okay.
I think people in the fighting game community are a lot hotter on Street Fighter 6 even today. But yeah, Mortal Kombat 1 plagued with microtransactions, plagued with a lot of issues that Mortal Kombat fans, myself included, aren't happy about. And I think that's still a second place here. Nickelodeon is a clear third place too, and it's a close third. But Street Fighter 6 is so ahead of the game. Anyway.
Okay, so this is between God of Rock and what else?
Pocket Bravery.
Pocket Bravery.
Oh! Go on, Pocket Bravery!
Oh!
Definitely, I did not think it was going to tick over there, but the robot knows what he's doing.
He knows what's up. I've never heard. I think I've heard of that one. I've never heard of God of Rock though.
I've never heard of most of these, if I'm being.
This is the one that I want
mind.
number 1 for.
Oh my god!
Do I get number 1 on another good one?
Fuck! Oh god!
Okay, what
okay.
Oh, here
John
we go.
does.
Best RPG. Oh man. Oh,
This
there's the obvious pick and there's the meme pick, and I don't know what I do.
This is for the best game design with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. And we have Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Lies of P, Sea of Stars, and Starfield.
Okay, so I don't want to go first on this one. There's a lot of winning names here.
Oh, there's a clear choice, I think. There's a couple of clear choices, let me be honest.
Lives of P.
This is actually
I've
a
heard
really
great
strong
things about.
category.
Sea of Stars, I've seen you guys fawn over. Baldur's Gate 3 is
fantastic.
nothing but hype. And I really want to take Final Fantasy just so Patrick can't. Starfield, you're also on this list. Don't you worry. I see you over there.
That sums up my feelings for that too.
Oh
up,
man,
He's gonna
I
draw
agree.
it out.
I don't know. This is a tough one for me.
It is.
Ugh.
He's
I
gonna draw
agree.
it out.
I gotta go Baldur's Gate. I'm sorry, I'm abandoning the memes. Like I'm not gonna
You're in
win.
the
I
one
don't
spot
think,
though.
but I think I'm going to try on some of these. I won't win, but I can at least spit in your face as I lose.
Hmm,
There you go.
that's
Okay.
valid.
Well, Patrick, who do you want?
Well, Baldur's Gate would have been my choice, so I respect it.
It's the strong first pick for
It's
sure.
easily. I don't
I've-
say I say easily. I don't mean easily. I think as
That's
good
the-
as much as I love Final Fantasy 16, I don't view that as an RPG. That's more of an action RPG, and I love it to death. But I don't think it wins this. And
He's
I
gonna draw it
agree.
out.
Lies of P is also fantastic, but that's probably below Final Fantasy 16 for me. For me, the top two are Baldur's Gate 3 and Sea of Stars. I absolutely love Sea of Stars. I'm only a few hours into it. I need to get back to it. I'm picking Sea of Stars.
Ooh.
Bold
Okay.
move, Cotton. Okay,
Interesting,
and
interesting.
now the disrespect robot before Austin gets his pick.
A disrespect robot. I love it.
I want him to go with the FF pick. That's got to be his. Or he can go Starfield. Starfield, man, I don't like. as much
He's
as it's
going
probably
Starfield.
last on
He's
this
going
list-
Starfield.
Whoa! I mean,
Dude.
that is a solid option. It wasn't for me.
Here's
but
the
it is
thing.
solid.
So like, as much as I agree, there's a clear number one in this spot here. It's definitely Baldur's Gate 3. The interesting thing about this set is Starfield is probably last on this list, and it's a good
Yeah.
game.
Mhm.
Like that's how
Yeah.
strong this category
For
is.
real.
Yeah,
For
I think-
me,
He's
I
gonna draw it
agree.
out.
we'll definitely see it as we go.
for me, I think that Baldur's Gate's the clear number one. I think that there's a middle tier of Sea of Stars, Final Fantasy, and Lies of P, and then Starfield. However, I think that Lies of P is the number two on this list in my mind.
Okay.
And so I'm going to have to go with Lies of P. I do have a soft spot for Sea of Stars. I agree it's a really good game. But I think Lies of P is a bit bigger and is the take here.
Mhm.
Also,
Yeah, I
Patrick,
mean-
how does it feel that Final Fantasy is the only one not to get chosen?
Listen, I'm gunning for it in different categories if it's there. Like I just don't think of the options
Right,
here.
that's just such a strong
You just don't
category.
think it's the best RPG. It's just, it's
Yeah.
not the best. It's
Yeah.
just not the best.
Oh, I love it. To
This
death.
is a
has its
great
flaws.
category.
Ooh, Patrick gets to go
Patrick, this is-
first, right? Yeah.
On what is
This
a
is
very
Patrick.
strong category.
Oh fuck, dude. Okay, this is for best action/adventure. For the best action/adventure game
God.
combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. Well, I think it's in the description there for combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor, my turn.
No,
Okay.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor, I love to death. That is a great game, filled with bugs
Yep.
though. I absolutely adore it though. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom will get its flowers at some point, I'm sure. I think that's a clear second place in this category. I haven't played Alan Wake 2. I know people have been doing nothing but praise it.
He's
I
gonna
agree.
draw it out.
Resident Evil 4 is a remake. We can get that shit out of here. No, I'm kidding. That's also a really fucking phenomenal game. Like these are all really good games.
I feel like we went out of order and maybe you skipped one that you're saving.
Yeah, no, I did. Because my pick's going to be Marvel Spider-Man 2. I think that has some of the most fun traversal in any game I've played, even the other Spider-Man games. And the combat's so much fun. And I just can't help but have a good time and smile whenever I'm playing this game. Swinging through New York City, you're gladdened with the web wings. Like, I just love Spider-Man 2 so much. I'm dreading when I actually finish it.
Okay.
So that's my pick.
Well, Robot, you're up next. You steal mine, and I'm going to be very upset with you. Alan Wake.
Ooh, solid pick.
That's a strong pick, actually.
Robot knows
really
what he's
good
doing. Like I said, he's AI. He's
No
super
joke.
intelligent.
The bot's actually kind of on it. Like
I
for the
know,
spots
like-
that he's in, it feels like he's getting strong picks.
I don't think he's gonna win, but I think he's gonna kick my ass. Random
Here's-
chance
okay.
lost to memes. No.
I'm in an interesting spot here because I think that Spider-Man 2 is the obvious choice in this one. Alan Wake 2, I think, is a strong sleeper in this category just because
I
it's
think
so
so.
recent, which leaves me with
He's
I
gonna draw it
agree.
out.
next tier being Star Wars Jedi Survivor and Legends of Zelda. And I think kind of for what Patrick was talking about there, I'm gonna have to go with Legends of Zelda.
Fucking hell!
Because
So close.
there's a lot when Zelda came out, there's a lot of hype for the building and
Yes.
all of that. Also, I think the deciding factor here is that it came out with a smooth launch and good reviews, whereas Star Wars Jedi Survivor had a tough launch, even though it did get some good praise.
Man, I was
that's
so
the
excited
same thing
that
about it.
Tears of the Kingdom made it this far. I was literally about to click on that.
It-
And man, Resident Evil, he just wasn't even a contender this time around. I'm picking his nose. I guess I'll go Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I've definitely heard people talking about that, and I've not heard anybody mention Resident Evil. This is
I
at least
respect
maybe it has a bigger fan base that's just not very vocal because Star Wars fans are known for being quiet and keeping to themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
Known fact.
Bots up first, and this is an interesting category
Oh man.
there's
for him to go first.
Clear
in.
front runners here. Oh my god.
Okay, Bot, what do you got?
So this is for the best game in the action genre, focused primarily on combat.
No way. Dude,
What
he
do you
must
think?
have watched our playthrough. He's picking
No.
Remnant too.
He picked Remnant. Oh,
He picked
the mad
Remnant.
solid pick.
Oh,
He
yeah,
must.
that's a good pick.
Yeah, no, he saw
can't-
that
you
risky
can't hate on that
revive.
pick.
Yeah.
Solid pick.
Bot
It's
knows
not
what's
would have
up.
been my first pick, but I respect it.
Austin, carry us. What do we got?
Man, okay. Here's the thing. I probably was gonna go Remnant 2. if
So
I'm
was
not-
I.
I'm not gonna
Really?
lie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
I think it's specifically because this is about primarily on combat. And the thing that Remnant 2 had going for it was its combat.
Yes.
I've heard really good things about Hi-Fi Rush, so that's going to be on my list. Armored Core, I haven't heard a ton about. I have heard a little bit. I hear it's good. I haven't heard enough to like really put it on my list here. Ghost Runner 2, not heard anything. So that's a
Ooh.
wild card for me.
Interesting.
And I heard a good amount about Dead Island 2. I heard it was an upgrade in many ways to Dead Island, not better in every way. But I think I'm going to have to go with Hi-Fi Rush in the spot.
God damn it. Okay.
Okay. I'm not going to lie. I'm very disappointed Remnant 2 got taken, especially with my little space mommy right there. Like, goddamn, love her. Good game, good playthrough. Definitely, that was our claim to fame. That was a lot of fun right there. Never heard, I've never heard of Ghost Runner. Armored Core I know exists, but don't know anything about. He's going
I
to draw
agree.
it out. Dead Island I know less about, but it looks cooler. Like, Ghost Runner looks like they're trying to be cool. Dead Island looks like they're cool, but maybe not as big, and I'm just going to bank on them being a lot cooler than I expect.
All right. So that's your pick then.
That's my pick. That's hip-hop.
That's hip hop, baby. Okay. So that just leaves me with Ghost Runner 2 and Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon.
Yep.
Well, those were two of my top three picks, so I can't complain too much.
What?
I love Remnant. We had a really good time with Remnant, but it was a little rough around the edges, if you ask me. Hi-Fi Rush
sure.
is so much fun. If you love a good rhythm game mixed with that Devil May Cry hack and slash sort of combo building game, love that game. That's another one I need to get back to before the year ends. I really adored it. Ghost Runner 2. I've played the first one. I enjoy it quite a bit, but I'm bad at it. So, but I have heard good things about Ghost Runner 2. I think it would make someone like me very happy to try it out. However, Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon has that FromSoft name on it. I think that'll garner a lot of hype. Of what's left for me here, because I do think Hi-Fi Rush and Armored Core 6 are the two top runners for me, I am probably going to go with Armored Core 6. I've heard a lot of good
Excellent.
things. It looks phenomenal. From Software hasn't missed in quite a long time, so I don't think you can go wrong with that.
Safe choice.
Agreed.
Okay, who's up next?
Oh, I am
Best
not a fan of
VR,
being first
AR?
on this list.
Oh, God. Okay.
Oh, I know what I'm picking. Austin,
Oh,
don't
I
you
know
dare.
what
I know what I'm
All right.
picking.
So this is for best VR/AR for the best game experience playable in virtual or augmented reality, irrespective of platform.
So, here's the problem.
Here's the
I
problem.
don't know any of them.
Really?
VR
Okay.
AR is not on my list of things that I really pay attention to.
Mhm.
So This is going to be an interesting spot for me to be in. Here's the thing. There's obvious reasons why you'd pick Gran Turismo. Being a VR, that's
That sounds
obviously
awesome.
a winning experiment. Horizon Call of the Mountain, the Horizon brand's good. However, just thinking about it, VR AR doesn't sound like as strong of a game. I don't know what Humanity is. Synapse, I don't know. What I'm going with is gonna have to be Resident Evil Village
fucking
Ooh.
because of how much mommy material there was around that game.
God damn it.
Has
Lady
to be the pick in this
Dimitrescu.
scenario.
Big mommy.
Austin, we're going to talk about this in the meeting. Okay, that was an unnecessary cold blow. Okay, that was rude. Just fuck, I love her. Okay, Horizon.
Just so out of pocket. Fuck, I love her.
Oh my
Horizon Call
god!
about. I don't
That's
care. I
incredible.
fucking quit.
That's incredible.
Oh no, dude!
Oh my god. Okay.
Patrick, go.
So yeah, Resident Evil, solid pick. Horizon Call of the Mountain, also a solid pick. That was a PSVR launch title. But I'm kind of, maybe it's just because I'm a little bit more plugged into the gaming scene. But I thought Humanity would have been the top pick for EOS, and I've heard a lot of good things about that game. It got a lot of buzz when it came out. It's not built for VR, but there is a VR mode for it, kind of like Resident Evil and Gran Turismo. But I've also heard really good things about the Gran Turismo VR. So I'm between those two. Synapse, gonna be honest, it looked cool when I saw a trailer for it months ago. Didn't know it was actually out. So I'm gonna
That's not
dismiss
good.
that one. No, it's not. I mean, clearly good enough to be nominated on here, but I'm gonna have to go with Humanity. That game just seems like a really solid puzzle game. I don't know how fun it is in VR, but I'm sure it's a really good time.
Okay, but what do we got?
Fitty, 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 fitty.
Yadi 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 yadi.
Body wave.
Okay,
wave,
okay,
big.
okay, okay. And he gets Gran Turismo.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
Dude, this bot is playing us.
great spot for the bot.
Great spot. Great spot. All right. Moving on to the next category. Best mobile
Okay.
game. Interesting.
Where's PUBG
For best
Mobile?
game playable on a mobile device. Okay. This is an interesting
Playable on a mobile device is an interesting way to describe that.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm up first. He's
I
gonna draw
agree.
it out.
You are.
Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Done. Locked
Actually-
it in.
Boom.
All right. My top picks for this are probably going to be Honkai Star Rail or Monster Hunter now. Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, I wanted to like. I never played it, and I heard it's riddled with microtransactions, so I'm going to stay away from that one. Don't know what the fuck Terra Nil is. Looks peaceful as fuck, though. But it is between Monster Hunter now and Honkai Star Rail. I'm going to have to go with the Hoyoverse hype. I'm going to go with Honkai Star Rail. Got a big dick. Let me work it.
Okay, and the bot, we got
Yeah,
3
but
choices
it
for him this
burst
time around.
If he takes my choice right here, I'm gonna be pissed. I've got the sleeper pick here.
Oh, you're
Okay.
going for Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Huh?
Yeah.
A little late
yep.
for that.
Oh, shit.
Bot's coming in. 2.
Monster Hunter now. That's a strong slot for him.
Ooh, big pick.
Monster Hunter. Bot knows what's up.
Here's the
Austin,
thing.
did he take
I'm glad
your
he
guy?
went with that. He did not. That feels like the pick in that scenario. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's probably the right choice out of the bot. However, I knew from the beginning which one I wanted to go with here, and it's Terra Nil. None of you guys know
Whoa.
about this game, but here's the thing. This is a Steam game, so it's a computer game. And I saw the trailers for it, and basically it's about transforming a barren wasteland into like a ecosystem, essentially.
Ooh.
And it looks incredibly cozy, incredibly fun. Something that could, if not ruined by microtransactions, be good on mobile. Haven't heard anything about it. However, I'm going with it.
It's a good cozy game. I'm not changing
Best
my answer.
debut indie game for the best debut
Best debut.
game created by a new independent studio.
Ooh, okay.
This is a good
Ooh,
category here.
This is a solid.
And what?
loaded
Patrick's
category.
up first. Patrick gets
Oh,
the loaded
man.
God
dice.
damn it. Okay.
I feel like
All right.
somehow both at the same time, this is an easy one and a hard one. I don't know.
So, okay, here's the thing though. Pizza Tower came out the beginning of the year and fucking everyone was on that Pizza Tower hype. everybody. I'd never heard of
Wasn't.
it up until like a couple months later, so I don't think that's going to be what I pick. I also know Dredge was really hot
Yep.
on Twitch for a long time. But I also have a soft spot for Venba. I played a couple hours of that game and I really enjoyed it. I don't think it'll win, but I think there's a really good narrative in that game that's really cute and
Agreed.
touching. Viewfinder looked like a puzzle game I could really get into and get lost in. Um, but man, I played Cocoon. I finished it over the weekend. I fucking love Cocoon. I'm gonna go with
That's a
Cocoon.
great pick.
It's so fucking good. It's not that long. It's on Game Pass. If you haven't played it, I urge you. Actually, Venba is also on Game Pass. Those are both short games. You can
Yep.
get through those easy. They're worth the time. They're worth it.
Okay, Patrick going with Cocoon. Bot coming in. I hope he doesn't steal what I'm going for because I know exactly what I'm locking in. Okay.
Pizza Tower for John.
Cool.
This guy's going with
Really?
Pizza Tower, actually.
Oh,
Mr.
Ooh.
Bot taking that Pizza Tower.
That's a good pick. These are all
Okay.
good picks. Let me be clear.
I agree.
Austin,
There's no wrong
you're up.
answer.
What do you
It
got?
really isn't.
Okay, this is hard for me. We put me in a hard spot here.
You're welcome.
I got some love for Venba. It's going to be third out of my three options here, but still deserving of some love. These are all great choices.
He's going
I
to draw
agree.
it out.
Viewfinder, man, such an incredible concept. It works so well on the stage that I'm very tempted to go with that as a choice. However, I think that in the third spot, Dredge is just such a great pick here that I'm gonna have to go with Dredge.
Oh, hell yeah.
If
'Cause
I lose
secretly-
to Viewfinder in this spot, I'm gonna be pissed. But it just feels like the value play.
Oh, I'm so glad you didn't pick Viewfinder because I know very little about indie games. I know Viewfinder. I think it looks awesome, and I'm just banking on that. The one I'm out of the gaming scene, and even I know about it, so it's got to have merit in terms of voting, right? Right. Well, this next category.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. So this is best
Who's
independent game
up first? It's
for
Robot.
outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. Okay, this is tough. And Robot's
Okay.
going first.
Robot's going first. Robot's got loaded dice here.
Nice.
Okay, and Robot's going with Dredge. Safe choice, Robot.
Okay.
I don't call him safe choice Robot for nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
Which
Austin.
puts me up. Okay, here's the thing. I'm in a spot. It says outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game.
He's gonna
I
draw
agree.
it out.
So
Sure.
Sea of Stars, right? As much as I want to pick Sea of Stars because it's such a great game, I don't think it's a technical or creative achievement. It feels like it's on the backs of a lot of great games. And so that one kind of puts it out for me. That leaves for me Cocoon or Viewfinder. And I'm kind of picking back what I've said in the last category and the outstanding creative achievement. Both, I guess this is creative and technical. It's really both. I'm gonna have to go with Viewfinder here. It feels like this is just such a strong
Oh,
pick for
okay.
this category.
See, I don't disagree with you at all. I think your logic there is very good. However, after last time being told how good Cocoon was when I saw it here, I was like, I'm gonna go with Cocoon this time around.
Yep.
And then I was like, oh, but
That's a good
Viewfinder
spot.
really fits that description, like you said. But all you did was narrow my choice, so you made it nice and easy, slotting in at Cocoon.
I think Cocoon also fits this description very well.
I
Yeah.
The
agree.
way, oh god, it's so good.
And Patrick's taking Sea of Stars, moving on.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Oh, spoiler alert, taking Dave the Diver, moving on.
Taking Dave the Diver. That game was so hot when that came out. I know people like to argue if it's actually an indie game or not, but man, the way this game came out, swinging. People love this game, so I'm gonna go with that.
I'll be honest, I almost picked Dave the Diver just because they've definitely got Frankie right there.
I was gonna say Grandpa Max, but that works too.
That's Frankie. He's got the hair, he's got the red shirt. He's got a shirt on
No.
underneath it, though. You're right. That's
He's
not
got the
Frankie.
Hawaiian shirt with the white beater underneath, and he's got the white hair. That's
That's
Grandpa Max.
Grandpa Max
But not
and
bad.
Frankie's love child.
I'll take it.
Hey, boys.
Okay.
Best community support.
All right. This is
I
for
love to be in this
recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates/patches.
Austin,
Lord.
you'll never guess who's up first.
Good Lord.
It's me, my
It's
boys.
you.
This is a great spot to be in. However, I think it's actually Sleepy a hard pick right here.
It actually is.
Because depending on how you want to interpret the words of that description is going to give you between Baldur's Gate and Cyberpunk. I think those are the two obvious picks here.
Interesting.
So here's the thing. The inclusive of social media activity makes me want to go with Baldur's Gate 3. But obviously game updates/patches put Cyberpunk 2077 in a really strong spot here because it's basically the 2023 version of No Man's Sky. I mean, what an incredible comeback for CD Projekt Red. And from what I hear, just pushes the RPG genre forward.
He's going to draw it out.
Man, such a tough pick. Obviously, Destiny 2's in a tough spot right now. No Man's Sky had a really good update that came out, so I think that that's a strong spot to be in here as well. Final Fantasy, I don't know enough to really have a statement on. Man, okay, because of the transparency, responsiveness, inclusive of. Fuck it, I'm going to see Cyberpunk 2077 here. As much as I feel like there's a chance that Baldur's Gate runs away with everything, it just feels like the storyline of the comeback kid Cyberpunk 2027 is too strong to give up in the one spot.
Okay, you guys ready for this?
Yep.
Baldur's Gate 3, moving on.
Okay.
hard spot to be there. For
you. I looked at where I was and I was like, I'm already on the picture, just moving with it. Okay, Patrick, show us what you got with your No Man's Sky pick.
Years past, the past couple of years at least, have gone to Final Fantasy 14.
He's going to draw it out.
And normally I'd think that'd be the safe pick, because normally I'd think that'd be correct. With the way the player sentiment has been around that game the last couple of months, it makes me waver and hesitate to pick Final Fantasy 14. So my next pick probably would have been Baldur's Gate because they've been quick to update and fix stuff in Baldur's Gate, like the NPCs being overly horny for no reason. But also Cyberpunk 2077 anyway, had Phantom Liberty drop and have also been super responsive and helping with the community. So I think that's also a really solid pick. That being said, Destiny 2 just laid off a bunch of their workers, so I have a hard time picking that. No Man's Sky is also, I don't hear a lot about No Man's Sky and how they interact with their community, so I have a hard time picking that. I am going to go with Final Fantasy 14 after all is said and done.
Now the part everybody's waiting for, the bot pick.
Ooh, best ongoing. Oh, right, we're not there yet. Sorry.
And we're going with Destiny 2, bot with the controversial pick.
That was the first bad choice out of the bot, for sure.
Best ongoing, awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time.
All right.
Okay, Apex Legends, I've heard a lot about in terms of goodness. People like Apex Legends. Cyberpunk 2077, you guys just went on a minute ago about how they've updated and overcome and they're an underdog story. Final Fantasy 14, I hear, is just absolute dog shit, and everyone who worked on it was taken out back and executed.
That's not true.
Fortnite, I kind of want to say, is a real front runner here. Like the community's ongoing. It's been a hot game for so long now, but what is it for a game? Outstanding development of ongoing content. They literally just relapsed and did season 1 again, which isn't necessarily a bad move. Getting back to the basics, but is that ongoing content or is that just the same content again? Genshin Impact, I see the name pop up everywhere, but I actually don't know anything about this. Man, for me, it's really between Fortnite and Cyberpunk. And I kind of want to pick Fortnite because I'm more familiar with it and it's got such a, hardcore fan base. But you guys were just ranting about Cyberpunk. I'm going Cyberpunk. I'm risking it for the biscuit.
Solid pick.
Okay,
Solid.
Pit Rack, show me what you got.
All right, so it's not going to be Apex Legends. It's not going to be Apex Legends. Get that out of here.
Interesting.
Get that out of here.
Interesting.
I think Final Fantasy 14 is in the midst of its major patch cycle right now, leading up to the next expansion next year. So I don't think this is a great year for Final Fantasy in this category. As much as I'd love to pick it, I think the content they have put out this year has been great. I know I'm in the Final Fantasy 14 hardcore fan base, so that is what it is. I don't know if people are going to vote for that necessarily. So I'm going to go with Fortnite because the OG season has revitalized the community in a way that I've never seen before for Fortnite. Full zipline.
The bot giving good old spinning.
I know that's his ability that he makes a zipline. Actually, there's two bots there. There's Revenant.
The bot's going with Genshin Impact.
Ooh, solid pick by the bot.
This bot knows his stuff. He's just trying to lure us into a false sense of security with that last pick. Okay, Austin. Right. Apex Legends, Final Fantasy. What you got?
Here's the thing. I think Fortnite's the obvious answer here.
Damn it.
Cyberpunk is a fun story. I don't think it's gonna win an ongoing. One update,
Austin,
one DLC, I should say.
Nope.
It doesn't do it for me. Man. The thing is, I don't know enough about Final Fantasy to really have any heart behind choosing that. And I know Apex Legends is on a down year kind of for it. It really had its big year last year, but I'm gonna have to stick with it. I might be a year behind, but I'm going with Apex Legends.
Okay. Games for Impact. Where's Genshin Impact?
For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. You got me there.
Okay. Patrick's up first.
Who's first? Really? Okay. So I've heard of 4 of these. Chance of Sennar I have not heard of, or Space for the Unbound. And that's not to say that these, that they're not worth my time. I just haven't heard of them. I'm sure they're fantastic. Otherwise, they wouldn't be nominated here.
He's going to draw it out.
Goodbye Volcano High was hyped up for, well, I don't want to say hyped up, but it was PlayStation fans watching that State of Play or whatever it was that announced it was happening. Were waiting years for it almost. And then it came out with a wet fart. So I don't think it's going to be that. Chia, I didn't know that came out. I'm going to be honest, but that did look like a lot of fun. Terra Nil, Austin was talking about that before. I think that's a solid pick here too. But man, I have such a soft spot in my heart for Venba. I am going to go with Venba here.
Okay. Bots readied up. Bots spinning in. Bots got. Bots got Terra Nil.
Ooh.
Oof.
Nope. Wait, my bad. Bots got Chia. Sorry, there's an extra option in this category, so I got thrown off there a little bit.
Okay, I think this puts me. Oh man, I kind of want to go with Chance. However,
leave it to Chance, Austin.
I'm gonna have to go with Terra Nil because I know so much more about it, and it seems so captivating to me. I think that's gonna have to be my pick here.
Solid.
Now, I kind of want to go with the whole leave it to chance thing I just said, and I very well may do that. Goodbye Volcano High. I don't know, it looks like there could be a pro-social meaning or message, but I hear it's a wet fart from what I hear. Space for the Unbound, neither one of you mentioned. Looks a little too artsy, not enough actual anything behind the drawings. I'm going to leave this one to chance. I'm leaving it up to chance here. Going for that. Chance of seminars.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Innovation and accessibility. Somebody read it.
Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience.
Okay, robots up
and
first.
The bot gets to go first.
Yep.
All right.
With that big pick number 1. Coming in with Diablo 4. Interesting strategy there, bot. We'll see how that pays off. Austin, you're up, my dude.
This is gonna be a tough one for me. I'm being completely honest, don't know enough about accessibility in these games to have a strong opinion. See, here's the thing: Forza Motorsport, right? That game, not. I don't think it's got a complicated enough move set, I should say, to really like push accessibility forward in that way. Which leaves me with Hi-Fi Rush or Spider-Man 2 because I think that the combat games, man, I think there's a potential for you to like really increase accessibility there because there's so much comboing and all of that. I just don't know, and it's there's kind of like the hardcore fan base that's really into that part of it. Now I know as much as I like Insomniac as a studio, big studios usually not the best with accessibility. They're a little bit more followers than they are people pushing it forward, which makes me gonna want to go with Hi-Fi Rush here.
Okay.
Okay.
They do have the backing of a big studio, but I think it's the choice.
Not gonna lie,
It's a solid pick.
they were definitely in my top 2. Don't know which one specifically, but you helped me narrow it down because I'm definitely gonna pick Marvel Spider-Man 2. What I'm defining accessibility as, and therefore what everyone's defining it as, is like ease of access to get to the game. I feel like they did a great big media push. Okay, like I feel like it's just available.
Definitely not what this is
I
for.
love this.
Yeah, no.
love it.
I feel
Completely
like I could
misread the category
No.
on purpose. I love
innovation
it.
of accessibility.
Bad
You know what's really innovative
bad
is I
look.
can buy this game digitally. I could get a hard copy. I go down to Target, they've got it.
It's only on PS5. It's only on PS5. Famously hard to get.
Austin's
what a
just
pick. All
actively dying over there.
Yikes, this is a bad look. We're all for accessibility here, despite what John's joking about. I just need to make that clear. I was going to pick
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2 because PlayStation's really been pushing the envelope when it comes to accessibility.
Wait,
All you need to
so
do
I
is
was
look
right.
at- No, you made a good pick. It wasn't for the right reasons. But you look at games that they put out recently in the
It
past,
wasn't
like
for the right
The Last of Us
reasons.
Part 2 really push things when it came to accessibility, and they've only been just not necessarily completely innovating on it, but they've been making like small steps forward ever since. So God of War 2 or Ragnarok had really good accessibility options. Ratchet and Clank or Rift Apart also had really good accessibility options. So leads to reason, stands to reason. I haven't really dug through Spider-Man 2's accessibility options too much, but they're there, and I'm sure they're really good knowing Sony and Insomniac specifically's pedigree. That being said, I think my heart's telling me Mortal Kombat 1 here. So I'm going to lock that. The best performance
Oh wow.
is... Okay, all right.
Let's see who's up first. It's Austin. Austin's
All
up.
right, so real quick, this is award to an individual for voiceover acting, motion, and/or performance capture.
Wow.
A lot of good picks.
Okay, a lot of good picks. So the motion capture part of it's going to be big here
I think so.
because, man. So okay, first right off the top, it's crazy to me that Neil's the choice out of Baldur's Gate 3, just because there was so much love for the female characters in that one that I'm surprised one of them didn't make it onto this list. I don't know who Yuri's playing in Marvel Spider-Man 2. John, Pat, can you tell me? Do you know who it is?
He's playing Spider-Man.
Peter?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay. I've heard really good things about Idris's performance in Phantom Liberty. Obviously, he mocapped that. He looks like basically identical to himself. It's pretty crazy.
It's really cool.
Pam obviously got a lot of praise for his performance in Star Wars Jedi 1. And Ben Star, I don't know. I'm in the boat of like I feel like Idris is good but not great. Melanie, I mean, she's playing the second character in the Alan Wake 2
Saga, right?
Yeah. So I mean, basically Alan Wake is so strongly based around the performances that almost feels like a really good pick here.
It seems like a real good pick. That's a sleeper.
Is that a
for
number
sure.
one pick though? I don't, man.
That's the question.
Fuck it. I'm locking it in. I'm going with
Nice.
it.
Solid
Okay.
pick.
I'm picking blind. I've not played any of these games, therefore haven't heard or seen any of these performances. But Idris Elba, I hurt my elbow this week, and he's got a cool first name that reminds me of a bird, so locking that in.
That's a
There
solid
you go.
pick.
Yeah, Idris, Ibis, Elba, Elbow, Elbow Macaroni. There we go.
Here we go. So here's what I'm thinking right here. All right, Cameron Monaghan, fucking love him in Jedi Star Wars.
Hmm.
Jedi Star Wars.
Jedi
Um,
Star Wars, good game.
he's really good as the playable character in that game, whose name I'm blanking on. Cal Kestis. He's really good as Cal Kestis. Um, and I really like his performance in that game. But you compare that even to Yuri Lowenthal, who is just a legend in the voice acting community. Um, he does a really good job as Peter, especially as he starts as the fun-loving Spider-Man that you all know, and then when he gets the symbiote on him, you can hear just the anger and the pride that comes with that suit as it takes over his personality, and he does a really good job of selling that. So he's a strong pick for this too. However, the two I haven't mentioned yet, Neil Newbon and Ben Starr, are easily the two front runners. I think Idris Elba and Melanie are also strong front runners too, but
Okay, you've named
everyone's.
everyone as a front runner.
But
This
here's
is
the
a strong
thing:
category for sure.
it's a very strong category. I think Neil and Ben Starr is a homie. He's so chill. I love that guy. His performance as Clive in Final Fantasy 16 is one of the best performances of the year, in my opinion. And I've not played Baldur's Gate 3, but I know people love
Love
Astarion,
a
and
story. Yeah.
that is a clear, it's between those two for me. And I got to give shout out to the homie Ben Starr. I think I'm going to go with
Ooh.
him.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm
This we really just left a spot open for the bot here.
I think it's
At four,
crazy.
getting Neil, that's incredible.
I think it's
If he
crazy. I
gets it,
mean, Ben Starr
it
did win
feels
an
like
award
no
over the
matter what
weekend.
of the three of those he gets,
Hmm.
that's a strong pick.
I don't think there's a bad pick among here. I think all the
He's
performances
going with
from these
Yuri.
people. It's a
Ooh,
solid pick.
wow.
Solid pick.
This it just
Neil's
feels
on the
like
table. It feels
incredible.
wrong. It feels wrong.
It
But I've
does.
not
You're
played
not
Baldur's
wrong.
Gate. It's real good.
Best audio design, recognizing the
Ooh,
best
John up
in-game
first.
audio and sound design.
Ooh,
John
this is
up
tough. Okay.
first. Man,
Man.
so John's not played any of these. I've heard of Spider-Man. Resident Evil 4 definitely exists. Dead Space scares me and I won't touch it. That's just a mean game.
That's fair.
Alan Wake 2 looks like if John Wick was Remnant, and don't want to get involved with that personally. Hi-Fi Rush, it's a rhythm game. You gotta have some beats in that game. You gotta have some noises to rhythm too. I think I'm gonna lock in Hi-Fi Rush. I feel confident about that, not knowing anything about any of them.
Solid pick.
I don't know if that's my number one spot here, but I do feel like that's a strong pick.
All right. That means me next?
It's you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tell me, I'm saying it out loud now. Tell me later. Resident Evil's the next pick, right?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay, never mind. Fine, that's fine. As long as you both know you're not
No.
picking Resident Evil, that's fine.
I'm probably not gonna.
I'm
I
not
haven't
going
played
to.
Alan Wake 2. I know Dead Space and Resident Evil 4 are both remakes and they're both beloved, but I don't think I'm going with either of those. For me, it was
Ooh, wow.
between Hi-Fi Rush and Spider-Man 2. I think Hi-Fi Rush, the way that game and the world is designed, everything's moving to the rhythm and the beat. Even like the pickups that you get and the low currency that you get throughout the level. So I think that's a strong contender for this. But the way Spider-Man 2 has the sound come through the dual sense, it's not nearly as obnoxious as you think it'd be. It is just, oh, you're getting a phone call from Mary Jane. Oh, you hear the phone call ring through the controller, and then that's it. The rest of the audio comes through the TV, and I think that's such a welcome change compared to something like Deathloop, where the entire phone call is over the controller, and that really pissed me off. Um, that being said, I've not played Alan Wake 2. I don't know what the audio design in that game is like. I hear phenomenal things about that game, but I have not heard about the audio design. So I am going to go with Spider-Man 2 here.
No.
I'm not super confident, but that's what I'm going with.
I'm actually, I know I can't change my answer, but now realizing the clips I have seen of Spider-Man 2, it does actually have some pretty insane audio mixing.
It's cool.
There's just little subtleties where if you're
Oh,
swinging,
actually,
it'll change the
yeah.
noise your guy makes when he's on the phone and
Yep.
stuff. I actually regret not picking Spider-Man 2 now.
Yeah, I
Robot,
didn't
what you
even
got?
I didn't even think
Yeah,
that's
no, that's pretty freaking innovative. He's going with number one. He's locking in that Alan Wake 2 vote.
Even Austin with the remakes. All right.
Okay. So here's the thing. In my brain, I think there was a clear tier 1 and a clear tier 2 here.
He's going
I
to draw
agree.
it out.
And I'm surprised for your guys' hype for the audio design of Spider-Man 2. Not that I'm trying to harsh on it, but
Austin's
I do
dunking on
think that
Spider-Man 2.
That's what it sounds like.
I think that Alan Wake 2, Dead Space, and Hi-Fi Rush are really in a tier above Spider-Man and Resident Evil. Not that any of these are bad choices.
Really?
Hi-Fi Rush is an interesting choice because rhythm is built into the game. But I really think it's between Dead Space or Alan Wake 2 here. So I'm definitely going with Dead Space here. I think it's a great pick in the spot. Would I have gone there if I was in the 1? I'm not sure. It would have been a hard choice, but I think it's a clear choice here.
So what you're saying is the bot, again, has a real shot at winning this category.
For sure. I think the
Yeah.
bot is in a
Hell,
really
come
good
on!
spot.
Best score
Best
and
score
music
and music.
with Patrick
Ooh.
up
Outstanding.
first.
For
Okay.
outstanding music, inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack.
All right.
This looks
This-
like a fucking category.
This is
Yeah.
a very loaded category.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's an easy answer.
For me, there are two that stick out to me personally. Actually, no, I take that back. There's a third. I'm gonna shortchange Alan Wake and Baldur's Gate 3 here, but hear me out.
He's
I
gonna draw
agree.
it out.
The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. The launch trailer for that game has some of the best music of any trailer I've seen this year, and playing that game, like the soundtrack isn't there unless it wants you to know it's there, and I think that says a lot about that. Hi-Fi Rush, it has Lonely Boy by the Black Keys. Is that who sings that song?
Don't
That's
know.
like the first 10 minutes of the game. So the Black Keys, I nailed it. And I love that song. I fucking adore that song. And there's a few other licensed songs in that game, but most of it is original just because, you can't always license out songs like that. But I think Hi-Fi Rush, I will give a shout to that. It's not in my top 2. Masayoshi Soken for Final Fantasy 16 really reached into his Duffy and he really fucking went for it with Final Fantasy 16. So I'm gonna go with Final Fantasy 16.
Oh
Masayoshi
wow,
Soken.
it's that
Lock it
surprise
in.
pick.
It's a sign.
Dude wrote some of his best work when he was battling cancer. Like, he deserves so much respect. I love him so much. Anyway,
Okay, next
Open
up, the bot coming in with choice. Number 4, he's going with Tears of the
Ooh.
Kingdom. Austin,
Yeah,
you're
that's
up.
a strong pick there. That's
Yeah,
a strong pick
for
there.
Sure.
I think
again, they're all strong
Man.
picks.
Legends of Zelda feels like my number 1 here.
Yeah,
it's really
can't
Uh,
lie, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, so that's great. Obviously, at 2.
Mhm.
The thing that like as much as we were just talking about how Alan Wake 2 is so strong, in the last category, the fact that this includes soundtrack, really puts us into kind of that one a little bit lower down on the list for me.
Mhm.
I think that in this 3 spot, what I have to go with is Hi-Fi Rush.
I can't
It
lie.
feels-
I'm not even mad. I was definitely gonna pick Hi-Fi Rush, but I am not upset getting stuck with Baldur's Gate.
That's right.
Haven't heard the soundtrack a lot from that game, but for as fantastical it is, for the style of game it is, it's gotta have good music behind it. It's got a very passionate, big fan base. Hopefully, they just come through and really wallop it.
Oh man, the bot up first on best
Oh,
art direction.
fuck. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Best art direction
What's the-
for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation.
Okay.
This is loaded here.
It
I think
is.
there's some I'm leaning away from, but I think there's a couple of clear frontrunners for me.
Oh, just barely eking into Lies of P.
Fuck,
That-
dude.
Dude, Austin, the bot
That
is
feels
out
like
to
the pick.
get you.
That feels like a really good pick.
Damn. I'm going to be honest. I think there's an actual gap between Liza P and the rest of these.
Yeah,
Really?
Like,
Okay.
it definitely feels
Okay.
so.
I think that's such an incredible. Like, I think that it fits everything about the art design, the gameplay, the story just fits so well in that game that it just feels like such a good pick here. Not that these other ones aren't great picks. I think
Right.
that Legend of Zelda and Super Mario Bros. Wonder, like they're really good art direction wise.
Mhm.
But I don't think that they really like moved the needle on where the 2 series have been, which leaves me obviously with Alan Wake 2 and Hi-Fi Rush. And Alan Wake 2 just looks lifelike almost, which in this spot to me, that's that makes me want to go with Alan Wake 2, so that's what I'm going to go with here.
Okay. I don't
Fine.
fully disagree with you, Austin. Don't get me wrong, like Tears of the Kingdom is beautiful and is a real contender for me right now. Like I'm very
sure.
tempted to pick it just because it looks so good. But you're not wrong. Like it is just kind of Breath of the Wild, but bigger and better. You know, it's not different. It's just new. Mario, I've never really cared for their art direction. It's a fucking side scroller. You know, you get into Odyssey, you get into other games, like it changes obviously. But I don't know. I never cared much for their art direction. It's hard to mess that up. It doesn't feel new. It just feels shinier every time. Hi-Fi Rush is the only other option here, and I don't know. I haven't seen Hi-Fi Rush. I don't know how that game art design actually is. Is the direction revolutionary? It's really between Hi-Fi Rush and Tears of the Kingdom. And I feel like if you're going to do a rhythm game that's an actual game, you're going to have like some kind of way to make it make sense. I'm going to lock in Hi-Fi Rush. I'm feeling, I'd say confident, but I'm not. But I'm picking Hi-Fi Rush.
My first pick was going to be Alan Wake 2.
Ooh.
Just everything Remedy does,
Yeah.
it's like
It's
magic
good.
at this point.
Yeah.
So I think that's really the front runner here. That being said, Hi-Fi Rush, it looks goofy and cartoonish, and it is, and it owns that. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, it does run the risk of, hey, it's more Mario, but it does get itself away from the new Super Mario Bros. Line that we've been in for over 10 years. And it looks different enough, and the Wonder Seeds change up the levels in fun and interesting and exciting ways, so that I do think it is worth it being here. That being said, Tears of the Kingdom, I mean, it is more Breath of the Wild, but you add the Sky Zone, you also add the Underground Realm, which both have phenomenal art direction. I am going to go with Tears of the Kingdom here.
Oh man. Okay.
For outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. All right.
What you got, Austin? I got my first two picks,
Oh,
and
man.
also a third.
Okay. So this is just a weird category, just straight up.
Absolutely.
He's going
I
to draw
agree.
it out.
I'm not. We talked a lot about all of these games, so I'm not going to go deep into all of them. I'm going to pick
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3 here. I don't want to say that Baldur's Gate 3 is going to run away with everything this year, but it definitely feels like it could.
Mm-hmm.
And it definitely feels like it's the strong number one here.
Okay. Patrick, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to predict your pick here, okay? I'm guessing you're going Marvel Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
You know why I guessed that?
Why do you guess that?
Because I'm going Final Fantasy 14.
That's 16, first of all.
I can count. Shut up.
Yeah, I think Spider-Man 2, listen, you put Spider-Man in a story, and as long as it's at least decent, I'm going to have a good time with it. And that's exactly what Spider-Man 2 is. I'm not going to say it's pushing the envelope in terms of narratives. I think it is a lot of, familiar beats. If you've watched or read any Spider-Man comic involving Venom, it's like, oh, Pete's got the symbiote on him. Oh, but characters are actually dying in this, and the stakes feel higher than they ever have. And I think I got to give credit to Spider-Man 2. That is not my pick. That is not my pick.
Oh.
And of these, I'm actually pretty happy. My top pick wasn't taken. I'm going to go with Alan Wake 2. That one is such a strong... Everything I hear about the game is just praise.
Mm-hmm.
Just praise for everything. And the way it's split between the two different protagonists and how they interweave those narratives just sounds incredible. So I'm going with Alan Wake 2.
All right. And the bot pick? Coming in with Phantom Liberty.
Strong pick at 4.
Best game direction. Did we not just
boy.
have this one?
No.
Am I up
audio
there?
direction.
Is this my pick? I
Or
feel like
narrative.
this is my pick.
You're up.
So, yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Awarded
man.
for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design.
Whew. Okay.
Oh,
God damn it, this is
God, yeah. So, okay, sorry. Mario, you're out immediately. Zelda, sorry, again, just Breath of the Wild. Not that you're a bad game. I'm kicking you out.
Interesting.
Spider-Man, Patrick revealing like the killing villains thing and stakes feel higher thing. You know, it's not just another Spider-Man game like I might have thought. They've got great audio. They've got great gameplay. They've got obviously the most compelling Spider-Man plot yet. Baldur's Gate 3, like, talk about game direction. Talk about game direction, okay? Come on. I mean, for what I hear, Act 3,
Come on.
not a lot of people love Act 3, but Acts 1 and
knows,
2,
who knows?
man, they get you to Act 3. They get you there.
They get
Alan
you
Wake
there, man.
2, I've literally never heard of before tonight, but you guys seem to
Wow.
think very highly of it. I think I'm going to stay in my comfort zone. I think I'm going to pass Baldur's Gate, see which one of you guys wants to fight over that, and I think I'm going to lock in Spider-Man 2. I don't know if that's a winner, but
Whoa!
that's how I feel.
It's a
Wow.
wild. It's a bold
What a
choice.
turn right there. What
Yeah,
a turn.
I love it.
I'm
I
staying
love
in my
it. You
comfort
took us on a
zone.
ride there. You took us
And
on a
it
ride
puts
there.
Patrick in a really interesting spot here.
It puts
Real good
like
spot.
I figured, let you got again. I'm just here for the fun of it. I'm taking random guesses. I'm going with my gut. Patrick, what do you got?
Golly. Well, you didn't take any of my top choices, so I thought I'd have an easy choice. I do not. Um, fucking hell. Because, like, for me, the top two contenders for, gosh, game direction is so difficult because how do you decipher that?
Well, it's
Yeah.
awarded for an outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design.
Mm-hmm. It totally is, isn't it?
Baldur's Gate 3. Robot, what's your pick?
No, I didn't know. Hold on. All right.
Nope, too late.
I'm gonna sound like a broken record here. I think I'm gonna go with Alan Wake here. I think Sam Lake it really has a vision here, and from everything I've heard, he's able to deliver on that. So I think Alan Wake 2 is a really good pick here, though I will say I'm not even gonna say anything. Austin, make your pick.
No, it's Robot's
Nope, it's
turn.
bot.
We
Robot,
gotta,
pick
we
your
gotta
pick.
let the bot do the disrespect pick. No, no!
He got Baldur's Gate 3, didn't he?
Not Baldur's Gate.
Did he get Super Mario?
He did not get Super Mario. He got Baldur's Gate. No,
Oh,
he
he
got
did,
Super
okay.
Mario. You're right. He
Oh,
number
shit.
2. You're right. Austin,
Oh
it's
my
on the
God.
table.
Wow.
Lock
Here's the
that shit
thing.
in.
Here's the thing. It's not as easy as you think.
Mm-hmm. It's not
Because no. So I think man. So Marvel Spider-Man 2, look, great things. Same thing with Super Mario Wonder.
fantastic.
I don't think the innovation, that part of it, I don't think they innovate. Spider-Man does new
Forget about
things,
innovation.
but they're not innovating. So that when you talk about the innovation part, that's where Legends of Zelda is actually like a sleeper here. Because the building mode in Legend of Zelda, not entirely new, but in this kind of a game, it's definitely a new feature. And it was huge. Like people making all sorts of crazy things and being able to solve the puzzles in very interesting ways. That's like a really strong pick here. And Baldur's Gate 3, I mean, man, it does feel like the front runner, but
You go front runner, or do you go sleeper?
you know what? I think I'm going with the sleeper pick here. I think I'm going Legend of Zelda.
I
As
can't
much
believe
as-
Baldur's Gate didn't
as
get
much-
picked.
Look, here's the
Yes.
thing. I don't think that Baldur's Gate takes the genre that it's in and does it really well.
Mhm.
I'm not taking anything away from that. But in terms of the actual game design, is it innovative? Is it creative? The story, the narrative structure, the ability that they were able to fit that in, really, really good. But I think that what they did with Zelda on the innovative side just works better in this category.
Okay, is this
Moving
game of the
on.
year? This is game of the
true.
It's
year.
game of the year.
Wow.
With Patrick in the one
Okay,
spot.
with Patrick
Wow.
in the first seed.
Oh,
Patrick,
Jesus
Take
Christ.
us through this.
Game of the Year, recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. Okay, well, you have the usual suspects with Alan Wake, Baldur's Gate, Spider-Man, Mario, and Tears of the Kingdom, but you also have Resident Evil 4.
I'm on it.
edging
Yeah, I'm
out.
surprised to see them here.
I'm a little surprised only
Kind of
because Final Fantasy 16.
embarrassing.
There are a handful of other really good games, but
Sure.
these are also just really phenomenal games, and they all deserve to be here. That being said, Mario Bros. Nintendo historically hasn't won Game of the Year. Their category is a family game. That's why I'm going to write that off. Not even an option for Mario, at least. I think Zelda is a clear exception. Resident Evil 4, phenomenal. I hear nothing but good things about it. It was definitive when it first came out. I've heard nothing but good things about the remake. Spider-Man 2, I don't think it quite lives up to the muster of Game of the Year compared to its competitors, but it absolutely deserves to be here. I love that game. For me, it was always between Baldur's Gate 3 and Tears of the Kingdom. And then Alan Wake 2 came out. And
Wow.
I'm just so fucking torn on it, you know? I think the safe pick is Baldur's Gate 3. I love the game design behind Tears of the Kingdom, the way that how it asks you to break the mechanics of that game, and it's a part of the puzzle in the first place. So we really breaking the mechanics of the game. I don't fucking know. Where does the circle start and end? I don't know. That game is phenomenal. The puzzle solving in that game is just on another level. Everything you can do in that game is just so fantastic. And Baldur's Gate 3 pushes the envelope in terms of RPG, CRPG category in a way that no game has in a long time. And Alan Wake 2, I hear good things about it.
Crazy. It's up for best of the year, and we hear good things.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's Remedy. They do good shit. I mean, Control won
Yes,
Game
they
of the
do.
Year, didn't it? So, I mean, it deserves to be here. It's a sleeper hit because it came out so late, and I think that's going to work against it here.
Ooh.
I think most of the hype is going to be behind Baldur's Gate 3, and so that's what I'm going to lock in.
Okay, locking in that Baldur's Gate choice. Time for the bot to screw Austin and I over. Let's see what he picks. I just realized I get to go last on this. I'm gonna get the
Yes, you do.
scraps and the biggie. Are you fucking kidding me? No fucking way he just stole that from us. He's absolutely going with Legends of Zelda.
Woo!
That's a great pick.
Oh
That's a
yeah,
really
that
good
was
pick.
mine for sure.
Here's the
I
thing.
think- I think Bot just got Game of the Year, honestly.
It's possible.
I don't know, man.
It's very possible.
This puts me in a fucking fantastic spot. Can't even lie. Picking up Alan Wake 2 at third spot here. Oh, that's just an incredible feeling. I gotta say that I agree with Patrick. The safe bet when you're in the one spot, you definitely go with Baldur's Gate in this spot here. Legends of Zelda, man, I've been hyping it up this whole time, and it deserves all of that credit. So as a number 2 spot, I don't hate it, but I think that I'm gonna take the opposite side of what Patrick said. Of Alan Wake 2 coming out so recently that it's gonna go against it. I actually think in this case that's gonna happen with Legend of Zelda, where it was so long ago that it kind of got overshadowed, and Alan Wake 2 is going to take that spot, and I love locking that in at 3.
Yeah, that's a good counter argument there. That
Okay.
has happened to other games before.
So, you got Resident Evil, great game. It's obviously made the nomination, but it is a remake. It's a surprise that it's here. It's obviously big title, big game, but I did not expect it. Mario, like you said, that's the family game, not Game of the Year. I think my only choice here is Spider-Man. I don't know if it's a shoe-in. Like I wanted Tears of the Kingdom, Baldur's Gate, obviously scary. Alan Wake is not a name I want to be messing around with. But I think out of my remaining options, I got to go with Spider-Man. Maybe like superhero hype is just still big enough that this takes off.
Is it crazy to think that we have 4 games that progressively had the highest Metacritic score of the year that were then succeeded by the next highest Metacritic score of the year?
I know.
Wow. Good year.
It is crazy.
Except for cats.
Such a good
Two
Here's
of my
the
cats
thing.
died this year.
Yeah,
I
that's
know
unfortunate.
we're talking down Resident Evil and Super Mario here, but I do think there's a way to spin it where you could say Super Mario like in the 4 spot is a sleeper pick, because I think that as good as Spider-Man 2 is, it's too middling in some ways at
Yeah.
the 4 spot. So like
Yeah.
you could take the variance play on the name of Super Mario Bros. Here, and that's something you could like, in a 4 spot. I think is not the worst choice, but I do think that Spider-Man 2 is a good choice.
Yeah, you know what I see people playing is freaking Mario Maker 2. I haven't heard anyone mention
That's true.
Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Everyone's playing Mario Maker 2. Sure,
It
you can
did
bank
literally
on Mario.
just come out.
Yeah, like I've heard no hype. Everybody just wants to play Mario Maker or Kaizo runs now. Those are getting popular. I don't
Surprise.
like any
I heard a
Mario
thing about
game
Mario
from
Maker.
where I sit could be replaced with any other Mario game. Yes, the mechanics are different. Yes, you get different power-ups, levels, all that stuff. But it's all essentially the same game, just revamped. Anywho, those are our choices for all of the Game Awards categories. Be sure to tune back in when the award ceremony actually happens. We'll be keeping track of who gets what kind of points and find out which one of us is the biggest and best gamer of the year.
And who ends up in second to the bot?
Yeah, there's got to be a punishment for losing to the bot. Like we will hammer out the details, but we will come up with some kind of system of reward here. Hope you had a fun time watching us do our little draft here. If you are enjoying the content, we'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button down below. Become a subscribing dibbler today. If you ain't ready to hit that button, we get it. If you wouldn't mind just leaving a like, maybe a comment down below, your favorite part of the stream, we'd really appreciate that too. Until then, stay tuned, get notifications on, and we'll see you guys next time.